Bill Gavin is a former assistant FBI director. His read on this. And, Bill, there is precedent for this in the way Judge Kavanaugh responded, and that is to use the attack line that Clarence Thomas took back in 1991 to go after his accusers in the Senate, not Anita Hill, but his accusers in the Senate, who he said stacked the deck against him. He ultimately made it. I don't know whether the same will apply to Judge Kavanaugh, so it's not as if this is something new. But leaving that aside, what role would there be for an FBI investigation? It can't make a conclusion. I guess it could go to witnesses, get their stories. Would it have any special cachet here, or what's your sense?
Well, Neil, I think there's a couple of things that come into play here. First of all, if in fact the background investigation were reopened, and it can't be reopened by the FBI itself, it has to be reopened by the White House, the request for it. The FBI can do backgrounds and reopen backgrounds in cases involving their own employees, but not something to spin, not something coming out of the White House. With that said, I don't think if in fact the FBI was asked to go out and get these additional statements, I don't think we're going to get anything different either from Dr. Ford or from Judge Kavanaugh. But with that said, you interview all the alleged witnesses, non-witnesses, the people who have had statements to make, and take statements from them. If, in fact, Neil, it turns out to be exactly the same, the needle isn't moved at all by opening of the background investigation, one side is going to be totally unhappy versus the other side. If, in fact, something does come up, suppose you interview somebody and they said, well, you know, I'm having second thoughts, maybe Ralph or Mary Jane or somebody was at that party and they just don't want to come up and say so, then you have to go and interview them too. That changes the deflection of the needle a bit as well. So I don't know what can come out of that. The FBI, in the bottom line, though, is not going to make a recommendation. They will furnish this information back to the White House and probably to the Senate, to the House, the committee, and then see where it goes from there.
Apparently, the American Bar Association would welcome that, says it might be a good idea. What do you think?
Well, the American Bar Association, you know, needs then to petition maybe the White House, because it's not the FBI they need to petition. They need to go to the people that can make this happen again.
So it's not that Chuck Grassley can decide or make that request. It would have to come from the White House.
I think this is going to have to come from the White House, and that's probably why it hasn't been initiated at this particular point in time yet.
Very, very interesting. All right, Bill, thank you very, very much.